Imagine a place where time seems to have stopped, a frozen continent holding secrets so ancient and mysterious that even the most advanced expeditions cannot unravel them. Antarctica, isolated and unexplored, hides something beneath its layers of ice, something that goes beyond known science and history. What happened in that region during Operation High Jump? What ancient civilizations, or perhaps extraterrestrial forces, were discovered there but never revealed to the public? Get ready to dive into the darkest mysteries Antarctica has to offer and discover what is truly being hidden beneath the eternal ice. Let's begin. Antarctica, a continent covered in ice and isolated from most civilizations, has been the subject of mysteries and investigations dating back to the 20th century. Although its inhospitable nature and protection under the 1959 Antarctic Treaty make it a place for scientific research, something deeper seems to be hidden beneath the frozen layers. Since Operation High Jump in 1946, when a large U.S. military expedition was sent to explore the continent, rumors have circulated about something far beyond simple scientific studies. What could be so important to warrant such a massive operation involving over 10,000 men, including a fleet of 13 ships and planes? Some claim that the mission was abruptly interrupted due to the discovery of something that was meant to remain secret. Witness accounts from that time are mysterious and conflicting. Some suggest that the soldiers returned from the expedition visibly shaken, with rumors indicating they had encountered something unknown and incomprehensible. But what exactly could be hidden deep within Antarctica? Some believe that the U.S. military may have come across a secret base of non-human origin, or at the very least, a prehistoric civilization buried under the eternal ice. Although the details of the mission have never been fully disclosed, leaked documents from classified archives speak of unofficial activities and a high military command seeking to restrict information on unauthorized discoveries. In 2016, a group of researchers revealed satellite images showing mysterious structures located beneath Antarctica's ice. These images, showing geometric formations resembling pyramids, only fueled rumors that something larger and more mysterious is hidden within that frozen continent. However, contrary to what one might expect, governments of several countries seem determined to maintain silence about these findings. Military and scientific agencies continue to impose strict restrictions on what can and cannot be investigated in Antarctica. And in a territory where science and diplomacy merge, will the truth ever truly be revealed? Or are we facing a secret so significant that, if exposed, it could shake the foundations of everything we know about Earth's history? Theories surrounding secret bases in Antarctica don't end there. Some documents claim that the Nazis, during World War II, conducted advanced research on the continent, building a secret base in remote locations. The so-called Base 211 would have been where the Nazis attempted to develop advanced technologies, possibly even related to UFO research and time travel. Some even suggest that, following the fall of the Nazi regime, many scientists and officials took refuge there, continuing their secret experiments. But how much of this is true? And what is the connection between the events of World War II and the covert operations in Antarctica? Recently, bolder theories have emerged, suggesting that Antarctica could be the site of an extraterrestrial base, built by beings from another planet who visited Earth long before human civilization arose. For many, the most intriguing evidence comes from a mysterious phenomenon occurring in the region, known as the Antarctic vortex. This phenomenon is described as a place where electromagnetic disturbances frequently occur, interfering with communications and navigation equipment. Could these signals be a form of communication from an alien civilization, or perhaps ancient technology hidden for centuries? The question remains unanswered. Although Antarctica appears to be a scientifically protected territory, the fact remains that it continues to attract the interest of militaries, scientists, and even secret government agencies from around the world. For years, there have been speculations that underground bases, although not officially recognized, are being maintained out of sight from the public. And while the Antarctic Treaty prohibits military activities and territorial disputes, what else might be hidden beneath the ice? Could Antarctica be the planet's greatest secret, guarding a mystery so vast that governments and militaries would do anything to ensure it never gets uncovered? The geology of Antarctica has captivated scientists for decades, presenting a range of unexplained anomalies. In 2018, a breakthrough discovery was made when researchers identified a massive subterranean ice shelf, called the Wilkes Ice Shelf, buried beneath layers of ice. This could potentially hide the remains of an ancient, prehistoric civilization, preserved in time for millions of years. If this discovery is true, it would radically change our understanding of the continent and challenge the long-held belief that Antarctica has always been an uninhabitable, lifeless region. The implications of such a discovery would be profound, prompting a re-evaluation of Earth's entire history. Recent research suggests that Antarctica was not always the frigid wasteland it is today. Millions of years ago, the region was home to a much more temperate climate, supporting flourishing plant and animal life. Fossils of trees, plants, and even microscopic organisms have been discovered in ancient ice cores, further supporting this theory. These findings suggest that Antarctica once resembled more temperate environments found in other parts of the world, and that life may have thrived in what is now an icy wasteland. If these ancient ecosystems were preserved beneath the ice, they may hold crucial information about Earth's past climate and biodiversity. The discovery of life forms frozen in ancient ice is raising questions about the resilience of life itself. Could these organisms still be preserved within the ice, suspended in time? Some scientists speculate that there may be life forms, adapted to the extreme cold, that have survived for millions of years. This raises the tantalizing possibility that new species of life could exist beneath the ice, locked away from the outside world. If such organisms do exist, they could provide invaluable insight into how life can adapt to extreme conditions, offering clues for potential life on other planets, such as Mars or Europa. Antarctica's geological features also present significant mysteries. The continent holds evidence of Earth's ancient geological processes, including the breakup of supercontinents and the shifting of tectonic plates. Antarctica was once part of a supercontinent called Gondwana, which began to break apart millions of years ago. As the landmass split, Antarctica drifted southward, eventually arriving at its current position at the South Pole. The geological history of this dramatic shift could help scientists understand how Earth's climate evolved and how the planet's ecosystems changed over time, offering clues about the early history of life on Earth. In addition to its ancient geological and biological features, Antarctica holds the key to understanding Earth's climate cycles over millions of years. Ice cores extracted from the continent contain preserved air bubbles, which allow scientists to analyze past atmospheric conditions. By studying these air pockets, scientists have reconstructed climate patterns dating back hundreds of thousands of years. This data is crucial for understanding the natural processes that shaped our planet's climate. It also offers valuable insight into how future climate shifts may unfold, helping to inform current climate change research and projections. Despite these groundbreaking discoveries, much of Antarctica remains shrouded in mystery, with access to certain areas tightly controlled. Military forces and government agencies continue to restrict the flow of information and the exploration of certain sites. Some conspiracy theorists claim that secret research stations and hidden bases exist beneath the ice, which governments and military forces are desperately trying to keep from the public eye. These claims, though unverified, have sparked widespread speculation about what lies beneath the icy surface of Antarctica, leading some to question whether the continent is hiding secrets that could change the course of history. One of the greatest enigmas surrounding Antarctica is the existence of ancient maps that seem to show the continent in much greater detail than should have been possible for explorers of their time. The Piri Reis map, created in 1513, remains one of the most intriguing historical artifacts linking ancient civilizations to Antarctica. The map accurately depicts the northern part of the Antarctic Peninsula, even though the continent was not officially discovered by modern explorers until centuries later. The precision with which the map presents the coastline of Antarctica has baffled historians and cartographers, leading many to wonder how such an accurate representation could have been made without the use of modern technology. The Piri Reis map is often cited as evidence that ancient civilizations had knowledge of Antarctica long before it was officially discovered. Some researchers suggest that the map is based on much older sources, potentially dating back to lost civilizations that had the means to explore the world in ways that have been forgotten over time. It is believed by some that these ancient civilizations may have had advanced knowledge of the world's geography, even the locations of remote continents like Antarctica, which was hidden under ice at the time. This theory has sparked intense debate among scholars, with some believing the map could be evidence of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact, while others argue it may simply be a compilation of more accurate maps passed down through generations. The mystery deepens when considering the sources of the Piri Reis map. Some believe the map was based on ancient, long-lost records from civilizations such as the Egyptians, Greeks, or even Atlanteans, who supposedly had access to a vast network of knowledge about the world. The details of the map seem to align with those of other ancient cartographic works, suggesting that these civilizations might have been more advanced than we previously thought. The idea that these civilizations had access to detailed geographical knowledge of Antarctica long before it was discovered challenges our understanding of human history and raises the question, could ancient explorers have traveled to Antarctica? Another map that contributes to the mystery is the Orontius Phineas map of 1531. This map also depicts the Antarctic coastline, and its precision further fuels the speculation that ancient civilizations had access to knowledge of the southern continent. The fact that this map was created nearly 20 years after the Piri Reis map suggests that the knowledge of Antarctica was passed on, possibly through secret networks of explorers or scholars. The appearance of these maps, with their depictions of Antarctica before it was ice-free, raises the intriguing possibility that the continent might have been free of ice during a much earlier time in history, providing a window into the lost civilizations that may have lived there. Some researchers argue that these ancient maps could be evidence of a pre-ice age civilization that existed in Antarctica before the continent was enveloped by ice. The theory suggests that, around 12,000 years ago, a sudden cataclysmic event, possibly the end of the last ice age, caused the continent to become covered in ice, erasing all evidence of the civilization that once thrived there. This theory is supported by the findings of ancient maps and mysterious artifacts that seem to point to a time when Antarctica was a livable landmass, home to an advanced civilization. Could these maps be telling us the story of a lost world buried beneath the ice? The mystery surrounding ancient maps also ties into the broader question of whether advanced civilizations existed long before recorded history. If these ancient civilizations had the ability to map the world with such accuracy, it raises the question of what other knowledge they may have possessed. Did they possess technologies or knowledge that allowed them to navigate the world in ways we no longer understand? The existence of these maps opens up a new realm of possibilities, suggesting that the history of our planet may be far more complex and mysterious than we ever imagined. The implications of these ancient maps could rewrite our understanding of history, geography, and the rise and fall of civilizations. The connection between these ancient maps and Antarctica is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. If Antarctica was known to ancient civilizations, what else about the continent remains hidden? Are there more maps, records, or artifacts waiting to be uncovered that could shed light on this mystery? Until more concrete evidence emerges, the connection between ancient maps and Antarctica will remain one of the most compelling mysteries of human history, inviting further exploration and questioning of what secrets the frozen continent might be hiding. From the early 20th century onwards, several inexplicable disappearances of expeditions in Antarctica have raised unsettling questions about the continent's true nature. One of the most well-known cases is that of Ernest Shackleton and his legendary 1914 expedition. While Shackleton himself survived, the fate of his crew during their months of isolation on the continent remains a mystery. Their harrowing journey through the ice and their eventual rescue was a tale of survival, but the strange circumstances surrounding the crew's time in Antarctica have led some to speculate that something far more sinister may have occurred during their expedition. Despite Shackleton's survival and fame, the exact details of what happened to his crew have never been fully explained. Some believe that during their time stranded in the vast frozen wilderness, the explorers encountered something inexplicable, perhaps a hidden force or phenomenon that led to their odd experiences and ultimate survival. What were the strange occurrences that Shackleton and his men experienced while trapped on the ice? Did they stumble upon something secret that the world has yet to understand? There are whispers of encounters with inexplicable lights or anomalous phenomena that have never been fully explained by the official records. Even after Shackleton's expedition, the mysteries of the Antarctic continued to grow. In 1959, reports began circulating of strange occurrences and inexplicable disappearances among subsequent expeditions. Many of these expeditions, including those of scientific teams, faced unusual challenges and returned with bizarre accounts of their time on the frozen continent. Some researchers claim that members of these expeditions spoke of encountering unknown materials, strange weather patterns, or even sightings of unexplained objects in the sky. These stories have fueled conspiracy theories suggesting that Antarctica is not just a desolate frozen wasteland, but a place where extraordinary, hidden forces may be at work. The disappearance of Captain Robert Falcon Scott and his team in 1912 is another well-known tragedy associated with Antarctic exploration. Scott's ill-fated Terra Nova expedition is famous for its tragic ending, with Scott and his crew dying just 11 miles from safety. While their deaths are often attributed to exhaustion, weather, and lack of supplies, some have questioned whether the crew's misfortune was simply the result of the extreme conditions, or if there was another factor at play. Some have speculated that Scott and his team might have been victims of a mysterious, unknown force in Antarctica, something that continues to elude scientific explanation. In recent years, new theories have emerged, proposing that the disappearances in Antarctica are linked to something even darker. Some researchers point to the possibility that these expeditions stumbled upon hidden locations or phenomena, such as ancient, undiscovered bases or structures beneath the ice. Could these lost explorers have uncovered evidence of a lost civilization, or worse, encountered something extraterrestrial? Others suggest that the disappearances may be the result of secret government experiments or military activities that were not meant to be discovered by the general public. The true nature of what these expeditions encountered may never be fully known, but the sense of mystery surrounding these disappearances continues to grow. The disappearances and strange occurrences in Antarctica have sparked a wide range of conspiracy theories, some involving alien encounters, secret military bases, and even lost ancient civilizations. Theories of ancient underground civilizations, strange underground bases, and extraterrestrial contact continue to circulate among conspiracy theorists, suggesting that the frozen continent is far more than just an icy wilderness. Could the disappearances and inexplicable phenomena in Antarctica be the result of something that modern science cannot yet comprehend? As long as the mysteries surrounding these expeditions remain unsolved, the enigma of Antarctica will continue to captivate the imagination of those who seek to uncover the truth hidden beneath the ice. The tragic disappearances of those who ventured into Antarctica remain unresolved, leaving many to wonder whether the frozen continent is hiding secrets that we are not meant to understand. Until further evidence emerges, these stories will continue to be a part of Antarctica's dark and mysterious legacy. Perhaps, in the future, the truth will come to light, but for now, Antarctica remains one of the most enigmatic and dangerous places on Earth, shrouded in mystery and secrecy. One of the most controversial and speculative theories surrounding Antarctica is the notion of Earth's crust displacement, a hypothesis proposed by scientist Charles Hapgood in the 1950s. According to Hapgood, Antarctica was once a temperate and habitable region, with a thriving ecosystem, before it was abruptly shifted to its current location at the South Pole due to a catastrophic global event. This theory posits that around 12,000 years ago, the Earth's crust shifted, causing the continent to be transported from a more temperate zone to the frozen wasteland it is today. The cause of this shift is often attributed to an astronomical event, such as a comet or asteroid impact, that triggered massive upheaval on the planet's surface. Hapgood's theory is based on evidence that suggests Antarctica's ancient geology does not match its present frozen environment. Geological findings indicate that the continent once had tropical plants and even evidence of an ancient rainforest, which would be inconsistent with the ice-covered landmass we see today. Scientists who support this theory suggest that the continent's dramatic shift could have been caused by an impact event that displaced the crust, moving Antarctica from its original position to the South Pole, where it now lies in a state of frozen isolation. However, the theory has been heavily debated by the scientific community, with many questioning the feasibility of such a dramatic displacement occurring in the recent past. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the theory of crust displacement is the discovery of ancient fossils in Antarctica. These fossils, including plant and animal species that could not have survived in the harsh Antarctic climate, suggest that the region may have once been part of a much warmer ecosystem. The presence of these fossils raises questions about how such life forms could have thrived in Antarctica's current environment, which is inhospitable to most forms of life. Could this be evidence of the planet's crust shifting, bringing Antarctica to its present location and sealing it under a thick layer of ice? Despite its intriguing nature, the theory of Earth's crust displacement remains controversial, as many geologists argue that the evidence supporting it is inconclusive. Critics point out that there are alternative explanations for the geological findings in Antarctica, including the possibility of local climate change over millions of years, rather than a global shift of the Earth's crust. Nevertheless, the idea of Antarctica once being a lush and thriving region continues to captivate those who believe that the continent's current frozen state is the result of a cataclysmic event that has long been forgotten by mainstream science. In addition to the scientific debate, the theory of Earth's crust displacement has been embraced by conspiracy theorists who believe that the true history of Antarctica is being deliberately suppressed by governments and military organizations. Some believe that the displacement of the continent was part of a larger cover-up, with ancient civilizations and advanced technologies being hidden beneath the ice. The notion that Antarctica once harbored an advanced, lost civilization has fueled speculation that evidence of this civilization still exists beneath the thick ice, waiting to be uncovered by a future expedition. While the theory of Earth's crust displacement remains speculative and lacks definitive proof, the possibility that Antarctica was once a habitable region with a flourishing ecosystem continues to intrigue both scientists and conspiracy theorists alike. Whether or not this theory is ultimately proven, it serves as a reminder that Antarctica, with its vast, unexplored expanse of ice, may hold secrets from Earth's distant past that are still waiting to be discovered. Could the continent's frozen isolation be hiding the remnants of a lost civilization or an ancient event that has been erased from history? Only time will tell, but the mystery of Antarctica continues to captivate those who seek answers. In recent years, satellite images and reports from various expeditions have revealed strange and unexplained formations beneath the ice of Antarctica. These structures, which resemble pyramids, massive geometric shapes, and even what some claim to be ancient buildings, have sparked widespread speculation about the true nature of the continent. While some researchers attribute these formations to natural geological processes, an increasing number of theorists argue that they may be the remains of ancient civilizations, possibly buried beneath the ice for millennia. The debate centers around whether these anomalies are the result of natural forces or if they point to something far more extraordinary and unknown. One of the most fascinating aspects of these discoveries is the possibility that Antarctica harbors remnants of a lost civilization. The idea that a once thriving society could have existed on the continent, only to be buried by ice thousands of years ago, is an alluring thought. Some believe that these mysterious structures may be the remains of an advanced civilization that perished long before modern humanity emerged. Others suggest that these formations could be of extraterrestrial origin, possibly built by beings from another world who visited Earth long before recorded history began. While no conclusive evidence has been found, the anomalies continue to intrigue researchers and conspiracy theorists alike, leading many to wonder if there is more to Antarctica than meets the eye. Satellite imagery has provided some of the clearest evidence of these strange formations, revealing what appear to be symmetrical patterns and large, flat surfaces that look artificial in nature. The so-called pyramid formations in particular have been the subject of much debate, with some claiming they are evidence of ancient, advanced civilizations. Others point out that these formations could simply be the result of wind erosion, ice flows, or other natural processes that occur over time. Despite these explanations, the intriguing nature of these anomalies continues to spark discussions about the possibility of hidden structures beneath the ice, perhaps holding secrets that could rewrite our understanding of Earth's history. In addition to the pyramids and geometric formations, reports from researchers who have visited Antarctica also suggest the presence of strange, unexplained phenomena. Some scientists claim to have encountered unusual electromagnetic fields or discovered objects buried in the ice that seem out of place in the harsh environment of the South Pole. These mysterious occurrences have fueled further speculation about the possibility of hidden structures or technologies that have remained concealed for thousands of years. Whether these objects are the remnants of an ancient civilization, a forgotten technological age, or even extraterrestrial artifacts remains an open question. The mystery of Antarctica's underground structures and anomalies has also captured the attention of military and governmental organizations. It is believed that certain areas of Antarctica are heavily restricted, with little to no access granted to independent researchers. Some conspiracy theorists argue that governments around the world are aware of these anomalies and are actively suppressing information to prevent public knowledge of the potential discoveries hidden beneath the ice. The secrecy surrounding these areas raises further questions about the extent to which governments may be aware of the true nature of Antarctica's subterranean structures and what they are doing to keep them concealed. While no definitive answers have been provided, the possibility of hidden structures and anomalous formations beneath the ice of Antarctica remains one of the continent's most captivating mysteries. Whether these formations are the remnants of a lost civilization, the result of natural geological processes, or something more extraordinary, they continue to spark debate and speculation. As long as the icy expanse of Antarctica remains largely unexplored, the secrets it may hold beneath its frozen surface will continue to captivate the imagination of scientists, explorers, and conspiracy theorists alike. Antarctica, though a frozen and remote wasteland, has long attracted the attention of military forces and covert agencies worldwide. Despite being designated for peaceful scientific use by the Antarctic Treaty of 1959, which prohibits military activity and territorial claims, the region continues to see significant military interest and operations. In fact, various countries have established secretive research bases, and rumors persist of hidden military agendas. These activities, shrouded in secrecy, raise the question: why would military powers maintain such a strong presence in a continent that is seemingly inhospitable and scientifically reserved for peaceful purposes? The unusual strategic importance of Antarctica remains a subject of intense speculation, with many theorizing that something crucial lies hidden beneath its ice. One of the most enduring mysteries surrounding Antarctica's military involvement is the alleged presence of secret bases. While the public-facing research stations are primarily focused on scientific endeavors, some theorists claim that underground military facilities exist, operated by global superpowers. These installations, some suggest, could house highly classified technologies or serve as testing grounds for advanced military research. Others speculate that these bases may be linked to the ongoing search for extraterrestrial technologies or the discovery of ancient artifacts hidden beneath the ice. The idea that there are hidden military facilities in Antarctica, operating in secrecy, raises the stakes of what might be concealed beneath the continent's frozen surface. The suspicion of military activity in Antarctica is compounded by reports from researchers who claim to have encountered restricted zones while conducting scientific investigations. In some instances, scientists have reported being denied access to certain areas or being approached by individuals who identify themselves as military personnel. These encounters, while not fully verified, suggest that the true extent of military involvement in the region may be far greater than publicly acknowledged. Such secrecy, especially in a place where scientific inquiry is supposedly paramount, leads to questions about what governments are attempting to protect or conceal from the rest of the world. One possible explanation for this heavy military presence could be the strategic importance of Antarctica in the global geopolitical landscape. Although the continent is far removed from traditional centers of power, it is believed by some that its vast, unexplored resources, both in terms of minerals and potential energy sources, make it a site of significant interest to military and industrial leaders. The discovery of ancient civilizations or unknown technologies beneath the ice could have far-reaching implications for the military-industrial complex, which might explain why some areas of Antarctica remain off-limits to the public and even to most scientists. The potential for harnessing unknown resources or technologies could be a driving force behind the secrecy and military control in the region. Furthermore, the notion that extraterrestrial intelligence may have had contact with Earth in Antarctica adds another layer of intrigue to the region's secrecy. Some believe that the military's interest in the continent is not merely for scientific purposes, but also due to the possibility of alien technology hidden beneath the ice. Reports from various whistleblowers and conspiracy theorists have suggested that extraterrestrial artifacts have been discovered in Antarctica, leading to heightened efforts by military agencies to keep this knowledge classified. If true, this could explain the extraordinary level of control exerted by secret agencies over the region, as well as the constant efforts to suppress public knowledge of such discoveries. As the Antarctic Treaty continues to govern the continent, the question remains whether the world will ever learn the full extent of the military and secret agency involvement in Antarctica. The continuing reports of strange phenomena, hidden bases, and suppressed information fuel the belief that Antarctica holds secrets beyond our wildest imagination. What is being kept from the public eye, and what is the real purpose behind the significant military presence in the region? These questions persist, urging further investigation into the shadowy forces operating in one of the world's most enigmatic and off-limits territories. After diving into the mysteries of Antarctica, the question remains: what is truly hidden beneath its eternal ice? Could it be ancient secret bases, remnants of lost civilizations, or even something of extraterrestrial origin? The silence surrounding the continent only heightens suspicions and the boldest theories. But why do so many world powers invest so much effort to keep everything under wraps? What, if revealed, could shake the understanding we have of Earth's history? Are we merely scratching the surface of a mystery that may never be fully uncovered? And you, what do you think? Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so we can continue exploring the greatest secrets of our world. Turn on notifications and get ready for more revelations.